Welcome back to Les Schwab Tire Center's Outdoor GPS, presented by Fisherman's Marine and Outdoor.
Welcome back, everyone. We have Pro from VIP Outdoors here in the studio talking about some bottom fishing stuff. We just had a segment talking about blades. If you missed that information about spinner blades, the size difference, and the reason as to why, just go back. You can find us on YouTube and see that segment. Swim baits, man. I mean, you're making everything. I mean, literally, go to Fisherman's. You're going to find lots of different options. But these swim baits, I know that you design them for saltwater. You got lots of different colors. What are you using these typically for? What species?
Dude, lingcod, rock bass, halibut, striped bass. Love you. You're talking about striped bass earlier. We did a deal down with my buddy Dan Ponciano on the Sacramento with our swim baits.
No kidding.
Awesome. Yeah.
Very cool.
Awesome.
How was the fishing down there?
Oh, man.
I've never fished with Dan. I've fished around him for 100 years.
So much fun.
It looks like
so
it would
much
be fun.
Yeah, we've been doing the last couple of years. We're going to do it again this next year.
That's very cool. And they eat the swim baits.
Stay inhale them.
Now, the only experience I have with swim baits this size, and I don't mean to get sidetracked, but I have the opportunity, was with tuna. We were casting them for tuna years and years and years ago on, I don't even know if I should mention his name, but at the very least, it was very interesting. So you make those too, but you also have leaderboards. The first one, sockeye opened up today.
Yes.
Sockeye fishing is, number one, it's a ton of fun. Doesn't matter if you're on the east side in Brewster, if you're down in lower Columbia, Plunkin, which is the only way that I go after them, but I might change that. I've never figured out how to catch them below Bonneville other than being on the bank. They're just flying by. It's just the way it is.
You get lucky if you're out on the boat.
But for folks that go over to, say, Brewster, and they're trolling around, they've got their old school Ott Dodgers or whatever the heck it is, because it's not a 360 thing per se. But at the very least, you make a leaderboard that's literally full. I'm thinking I could use those for just, what pound test are you making these on?
So we make them a few different sizes. This one in particular is 25-pound 1/0 red gummies. And so that's kind of our coon shrimp series, if you will. We thread them with beads and whichever blade you want on there.
Yeah.
And then we have a 30-pound 3/0, and then we have a 40-pound 4/0. And we tie them all on nush knots, which, again, like our shrimp fly, it's not a hard tie on the bottom. So the guys that do like that treble on the bottom, all you
Put
do...
it right over in here. There you go.
All you do is you slide this bottom hook off, and you slip on whichever bottom hook you'd like to switch
If you
it out
wanted to.
If you wanted to.
Right.
This is my preferred way when I'm soft spinner fishing. If I'm going to go treble, I'm going straight wire.
Right.
Like when I come back upriver in the fall, I know we were talking about buoy 10, but once I come upriver and it's a kill fishery, I go right back to that wire and let them choke on it.
Okay, no, that makes perfect sense because they definitely, well, those fish get aggressive and they bite very, very aggressive. Okay, so this other one, and they can just purchase these right off the VIP website?
Yeah,
Okay.
we have them in packs of 3, or we have them wrapped on the leaderboard for you. That way you just throw them in your boat ready to go.
I'm sorry, but that would save you a pile of time.
It does.
I'm serious. And the first thing I'm thinking is the way that he's got that rigged up with that nush knot, you could put your treble hook, your size 1 or whatever, right behind
whatever you want.
if you wanted to do that. Okay, so going forward, right? So you've got your fishery there in Astoria. You got to get through July. You said you're going to be out in the saltwater chasing some silvers and then, of course, bottom fish. But looking even further, getting into that fall Chinook fishery, what are you looking forward to? Is it that August time frame down at Buoy 10, or are you looking forward to maybe that post that fishery and maybe up in the river? What are you looking forward to?
You know, the older I get, the more I appreciate fishing from home.
Oh, well, sure.
I really do. And it's kind of come full circle, and I've gotten excited about all the fisheries, saltwater, buoy 10, everything. But it's gotten to the point where now I have a really great appreciation from where I started guiding.
Sure.
And that's, you know, from Bonneville to I-5. That's where I started my career. That's where...
That sucks.
You can catch them anywhere, right? But I mean, that entire section is really what got me started,
Sure.
what got these products started. And so I feel like that's my home water. And now it's really tough to pull me off that section of water because I have a different appreciation for it now. And so that's what I'm looking forward to, is coming back, fishing again from that I-5 all the way up there, and hanging out and getting some sunshine, watching the jets go by. And
well, that's why I asked the question, because we all have different fisheries that we're looking forward to. I'm looking forward to the same thing. I don't do the Buoy 10 thing, although July is one of my favorite months to go after. You never know. Some of those summer Chinook, I mean, very well could be pushing that 35-pound range. They are out there, and that's the one fishery that I get excited about, it seems like these days. Okay, so you've got an upcoming seminar, the 20th, over at the Steelhead Gear facility. Of course, you can find VIP products anywhere that you go, pretty much. But at this seminar on the 20th, it's how to make spinners?
Yeah, so really what we want to do, everyone knows how to do spinners and blah, blah, blah. I want to get, this is a family event. This is parent and kid. You do have to register. With that registration, you get a hat and you get 5 spinner blades per kid. You get the components, everything you need. And we're going to twist up spinners. We're going to let kids get creative, get hands-on. That's what we're looking for at the end of the day, because there's nothing better than taking something that you manufactured and catching a fish on it.
No question.
And so we really want to bring that engagement, especially between families. You know, I'm guilty of it. I'll get home and get on my phone during the evening and scroll and do the whole thing, and then I'm yelling at the kids to get off YouTube. I'm like, hey, knock it off, get off YouTube. You know what I mean?
Take a minute, make some spinners, and go catch some fish.
Go catch some fish on it. But yeah, come and have some fun, because that is a limited seating deal in there.
Gotcha.
So
you've seen the information there where you can find it. By all means, if you've never made your own spinners, it's a ton of fun, and yes, there is nothing more rewarding than when you catch it on your own baits. But hey, our time's always way too quick, man.
Yeah.
It's good to see you.
Likewise.
Again, happy Father's Day. And for all of you, we'll be back in just a minute. We're going to wrap things up, give you an idea what we got going on for this upcoming weekend, and it's busy. Just that simple. We'll be right back.